Hey guys, welcome and welcome back again to my channel. Today's recipe we are going to be making a very delicious pot of vegetable stew. This is so simple, easy to make, but super delicious and you're going to love it. So keep watching. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe and share. And don't forget to watch to the end of the video. Alright, so to begin with, when it comes to proteins, these are the proteins I'm going to be using. First, I have some goat meat already cleaned. So I will transfer to my pot, place it on the heat, and I've gone in with all the seasonings and spices I just listed on the screen. Add some salt and I'm going to stir this nicely to combine. And then we will cover and let it steam in its own juice like for 10 minutes. Alright, so this is 10 minutes later, so I'm going to stir this nicely for them to coat in the juice they released, and then I'm going to go in with a little bit of water. This depends on the texture of the meat you're cooking. This is a very soft goat meat, so I'm just going to add a little bit of water, then cover and allow it to cook until it's tender. And here we have all the things for the stew, and we have red bell pepper, which I've removed the seed. And also we're going to need some habanero, onions and tomatoes. And for the tomatoes, I'm going to remove the seed as well. So here I have the rest of the protein I'm going to be adding to this, which is mackerel fish. Alright guys, so this is it. The meat is nicely cooked. So I'm going to transfer this to a strainer to drain the water. And next I will place a pan of oil on the heat, and once the oil is nice and hot, I'm going to transfer the cooked goat meat into the oil and fry until they're nice and golden brown. If you want to also use the meat the way it is without frying, you can just use it the way it is without frying. But if you want to fry, just go ahead and fry the meat. But whichever way you choose, you will still end up with a very tasty vegetable stew. Alright, so once they are nice and golden brown just like this, I'm going to take them out of the oil, transfer to a bowl and then set aside. And next we are going to be frying the fish as well. So if you want to use the fish the way it is, go ahead and use it fresh without frying. But for this recipe, I'm going to be frying the meat and the fish. Alright, so once I'm done frying the meat, I'm going to go ahead and transfer the fish into the hot oil. And for the fish, I've just seasoned with salt and the fish are nicely cleaned. So transfer it into the hot oil and fry until they are nice and dry. Make sure you do this to your own preference, the way you want the fish, the texture you want it. If you want it very dry, go ahead and fry until it reaches the texture that you're looking for. Do you feel the rhythm all the way? Can you see the vision? Everything in this world will be okay. Can we be together? Alright guys, so this is what I'm going for. Nicely fried, beautiful fish. So once they are ready, I'm going to take them out of the oil and then set aside. And as for this oil, I'm not going to be using this oil because of the aroma from the fish. So I'm going to place another pot on the heat, and then I will transfer clean oil into the pot. And then once the oil is nice and hot, I will then transfer some chopped onions, and for flavor I'll go in with some thyme and curry powder. And now I'm going to stir this nicely and allow it to fry for like 2 minutes. And after 2 minutes, you can see the color of the onion has changed. So next I'm going to go in with some tomato paste. This is going to give our stew that reddish beautiful color. So you're going to need a little bit of tomato paste. So if you choose not to add, you can just use the blended pepper mix you have without the tomato paste. So if you want your stew to be very vibrant, have that reddish color, go ahead and add some of the tomato paste to it. And once I add the tomato paste into the hot oil, I will fry for 3 minutes. And after 3 minutes, we're going to transfer the blended pepper mix. And as for the blended pepper mix, make sure you do not blend too smooth. Make sure they are roughly blended, just roughly blend it. And now I'm going to stir this nicely, and then we are going to cover and allow this to cook until it's super dry, and make sure to stir occasionally so it doesn't burn. Alright, so this is like 12 minutes later of cooking the stew, and as you can see, it's almost dry and the stew is looking so beautiful already. So I'm going to quickly give this a stir, and the next thing I'm going to add some seasoning powder. And to elevate the taste of this stew, because we're making vegetable stew, we're going to go in with some crushed crayfish. Make sure they are not smoothly blended. Don't over blend it. Just crush it with your crushed blender and make sure they're not smooth. So go ahead and add it to your stew and stir nicely to combine. And you're going to leave this to fry for like 3 minutes. We need that crayfish to release its flavor into the stew. And after 3 minutes, you're going to come back and stir nicely to combine. And I've gone in with a little bit of salt and the little stock I got from the meat. Make sure you're not adding too much stock or too much water when it comes to vegetable stew. So mix that nicely to combine, and next we are going to transfer the fried goat's meat and now stir nicely. And once it's combined, we're going to cover this and allow it to cook on low medium heat for like 5 minutes. We just need it to infuse into the goat meat. Alright, so I want to say a big thank you to all my returning subscribers. Guys, you all are awesome. Thank you so much for always coming back to watch my videos. Thank you for the likes, the share, and the comment. I truly appreciate all your love and support. And if today is your first time coming across my channel, you're welcome. Thank you for clicking on this video, and please do not forget to like, share, and also leave me a comment. Please do subscribe if you're not subscribed yet and join this beautiful family, and don't forget to click on the bell notification so you don't miss out on my videos. Alright guys, so once that is done, we will transfer the vegetables which I have already diced behind the camera. You can use any spinach of your choice. I'm just using the normal spinach, so I've gone in with some of it, and I added a little bit of salt because I needed more salt, just a little bit. Do not over salt your food, otherwise you're going to lose the best taste in that food. So after adding the salt and vegetables, just cover and allow that to cook, and then go ahead and add the rest of the vegetable. And now don't cover again, just stir nicely because we need it to be crunchy and we need it to be heavily green. We need that beautiful green color. We need it to remain. And this is a stage where I love to add my fish once everything is nicely done. So go ahead and add the fried fish. I'm not going to let the fish cook inside the stew, but if you want, you can just leave this to cook for a few minutes before taking the pot off the heat. So once I add the fish, I will turn off my heat, and voila, it's ready. Beautiful. You can serve this, pair this with some white rice, yam, pounded yam, semo, eba, name it. Anything you pair it with surely tastes amazing. Alright guys, so this is my simple but delicious pot of vegetable stew, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and share with your families and friends. For me today, I am pairing with white rice, and it's so delicious. Alright guys, so thank you so much for watching, and I'll be seeing you in my next video. Enjoy! I know you feel this movement right here. You just be vibing, reaching for something.